Good morning. Hello. It's really early, and I'm about to clock in for work. It's about 6:20 in the morning, and I just wanted to give some thoughts on a show I went to last night. I went and I saw Breaking Benjamin, Disturbed, Alter Bridge, and Saint Asonia on their summer tour. It was day two. I saw them in Bristol, Virginia at Jiffy Lube Live, and just want to give some quick thoughts on it. Okay, so where to start? Saint Asonia opened up the show, followed by Alter Bridge, followed by Breaking Ben, followed by Disturbed close out the night. And I got these tickets as a gift from my girlfriend for my birthday because she knows I'm a huge Alter Bridge fanboy, and this was the first time I would ever be seeing Alter Bridge, live. And they did not disappoint. The show in general did not disappoint. I really did have a great time with this show. It definitely met my expectations, if not beat them. So I'll just go one by one, band-wise. So the show opened up with Saint Asonia, who played probably about 5 or 6 songs. The way it worked throughout the night is that each band played a little bit more as it went on. So Saint Asonia played 5 or 6, Alter Bridge played 6, Breaking Ben played about 12 or 13, and then Disturbed played 13 as well. And I dug the Saint Asonia set. I did. I'd wanted to see them since they first kind of came about. I'm a pretty big fan of Adam Gontier's. It's actually funny. July 10th, 2006, 10 years ago exactly, was my first concert ever, growing up. Literally exactly 10 years ago, and I actually saw 3 Days Grace with Adam Gontier. And last night I saw them on the anniversary, the 10-year anniversary of it, with Saint Asonia. So I thought that was really cool. But yeah, I'm a pretty big Adam Gontier fan, so it was really cool to see his new project. It's definitely got to be weird going from 3 Days Grace and headlining amphitheaters like Jiffy Lube down to being the opening band. It's got to be a little weird, but hey, if he's happy, do him. They sounded pretty good. I gotta say they sounded a lot better live and in person than they do on video, because their bass is a lot more thick in person and definitely sounds, not as empty as it does on video recordings. So I was impressed by their set. They played all songs from their album, and then they played one 3 Days Grace cover. They did I Hate Everything About You, which really pumped up the audience. The audience was honestly pretty dead until they played I Hate Everything About You, which was second to last, and then the audience just was getting really into it, and I dug that a lot. So that was a Saint Asonia set. So next we had Alter Bridge play, which is honestly, I'm not gonna hide my fanboyism. I'm a huge Alter Bridge fan. Alter Bridge is my favorite band of all time. And so for me, this was, it was a big deal to see them play for the first time. And when they came out, blood rushed to my head, and I thought I was going to faint. It was just really kind of surreal to finally see them. And they did not disappoint. They sounded just like I thought they would. They sounded really good. They sounded just like they do on the DVDs, in the studio. They played 6 songs, which honestly I wish they could have played more. I really wish they could have played more. 6 songs just, I'm not going to say it doesn't do it for me, because that would be ungrateful. But 6 songs from your favorite band of all time, you want more. But they definitely did play a lot of bangers. They played Find the Real, Farther Than the Sun, Cry of Achilles, Blackbird. What did they open with? Addicted to Pain. They really played some good ones. And it's really tough. I feel like it's really tough to capture what Alter Bridge is in 4 songs. Or not 4 songs, 6 songs. But I think they did a pretty good job of it. It was definitely kind of a little bit depressing to, see as few Alter Bridge t-shirts and as few Alter Bridge fans as I saw, because in Europe they're so highly regarded, and, people love them so much over there. But, maybe their 5th album will break out a little bit, and they'll start doing more headline runs. I know for certain they couldn't headline Jiffy Lube, which is a shame, but they just couldn't. So yeah, I definitely wish their set was longer. But hey, what can you do, man? What can you do? So next we had Breaking Benjamin. This set I was really surprised by. I went in, I won't say I had low expectations, but I didn't get my hopes up, because Breaking Benjamin's one of those bands live where they're either hit or miss. That's how Breaking Benjamin's always really been for me. It's just really hit or miss. And last night was definitely a hit. Um, they had a great set. I was really surprised by just how much I enjoyed their set. They played 13 songs, I think 12 or 13, and they really played a lot of favorites. They played Polyamorous, Blow Me Away, Diary of Jane, obviously, Until the End. You know, they didn't play the songs that you would hear if you went to a single headlining show, but they didn't need to. You know, I feel like if they did, like their set would have dragged on, but their set was really kind of up tempo, really just kind of energetic, and they did it the right way, and I admire that a lot. One thing I will say is I love how tight Breaking Benjamin is, the new incarnation of it. I think Ben Burnley did a great job assembling this group of guys. Like when you see them play live, you can't even tell that it's just a completely new band. You know, I told my girlfriend that it was a new band, and she was like, "What? I didn't know that." You know, you can't even tell. You know, the two guitar players are really good, and everyone in the new lineup can sing pretty well. I mean, they had their new guitar player sing a song. Well, their new like lead guitar player, they had him sing a song, and they also had their bass player sing a song, and their bass player has a really good voice. Initially, I was a bit negative to it. I was kind of like, well, why did I buy tickets? I want to see Ben sing, but you know, especially with how bad, well, not bad, but how much Ben has struggled with his voice in the past few years, it was definitely nice to see, you know, and nice to see people do Breaking Benjamin songs that aren't Ben and do it justice, and that was good. But yeah, I really enjoyed Breaking Benjamin. I'm definitely glad to say I've seen him because I've been trying to see him for like 5 years now. If they came back through and played Jiffy Lube, I'd definitely go back. I was really impressed by their set. I'll put it that way. I mean, last night was the first time in my life I'd ever bought 2 concert t-shirts. Like, I blew $70 on concert t-shirts. I bought an Alter Bridge one and a Breaking Benjamin shirt because I really just enjoyed their set that much. So, yeah, they had a really good set. Next, we had Disturbed. This is a little bit of a disclaimer. Let me just check the time, make sure I'm on time. Okay. This is a little bit of a disclaimer. I'm not really a Disturbed fan. With that said, I'm not going to sit here and just trash talk Disturbed because that would be unfair. And I definitely do want to be objective. So, and honestly, I really didn't have that many complaints about their set. If anything, it was a good set. It's just the music isn't for me. But, so anyways, Disturbed. You could tell, I mean, they put on the flyer that this was a co-headline tour between Breaking Ben and Disturbed. But, I mean, Disturbed clearly ruled the night. I mean, they had the crowd, you know, losing their minds. It was really cool to see the crowd really so into Disturbed, you know, like, I mean, they played 10,000 Fists, they opened with it, and I mean, it was literally 10,000 Fists. You know, I looked around and everyone in the venue had their fist up, and it was really cool to see. Like, honestly, it was really cool. I mean, yeah, the music might not be for me, but I can absolutely respect if you can put on a show and play good music. I can absolutely respect that. I will. And you know what? Disturbed did a really good job of that. You know, they played 13 songs. And I'm not going to shy away from this. My girlfriend and I actually left after The Sound of Silence, which was the 7th or 8th song, because we wanted to beat traffic. And, I mean, like I said, I just don't really care about Disturbed. But from the parts of the set that we saw, I had a few takeaways. First and foremost, Disturbed, I was definitely surprised of how good of a headlining band they are. Going into the show, I was a little skeptical. Like, are they really going to be that good of a headlining band? You know, do they have it, you know? And the answer is yes. They definitely have it. They're definitely a good headlining band. I don't think Breaking Benjamin could have headlined this show on their own. Disturbed definitely did a great job of being a really good headlining band and really providing good energy. Second, I mean, Disturbed fans are diehard. You know, I didn't realize that until I saw them. You know, I mean, these people were losing their minds for this band, and I can absolutely respect that 100%. And yeah, I thought they sounded, I mean, basically exactly like they do on the records. They sounded pretty good. I'm not going to sit here and say that they sounded bad, because they didn't. They sounded really good. You know, it's just the music isn't for me. I can respect the music, but I like a few songs by them, but I'm not going to go out of my way to, you know, listen to them all the time. So, yeah, Disturbed was pretty good, or at least from what I saw. So, anyways, the concert as a whole, I really had a good time with it. I thought it was a great show, and I'm definitely glad I went. Um, I'm glad I did it the way I did it. I got lawn seats originally. Well, my girlfriend got me the lawn seats, and then after talking with her a little bit, we decided to upgrade them to section 201. Basically the fourth row of the 200s, and I'm definitely glad we did that. I'm definitely glad that we moved up, especially for Alter Bridge. And I'm also glad that I didn't buy the Alter Bridge meet and greet pass, because that's $165 per person. And for only 6 songs of Alter Bridge, that would honestly be kind of a rip. Maybe, I mean, for a headlining show, maybe. I mean, I love Alter Bridge, so for a headlining show, maybe, but for a show where they're just opening up and playing 6 songs, it's not really worth it. So I'm glad we did it the way we did it, but all in all, I had a good time with this show. If it comes to your town and you're a fan of any of these bands, you'll have a good time. It's definitely worth it. If I could change one thing, and this isn't to talk crap about Saint Asonia, because I enjoyed their set. What I would probably have done as an Alter Bridge fanboy is I probably would have taken out Saint Asonia's set and extended everyone else's a little bit. Um, Maybe give Alter Bridge like 2 more songs, give Disturbed one more, Berg and Ben one more, and just kind of have those 3 bands. I think with the 4, it's a little crowded, but honestly, I mean, at least they're good bands, you know? I mean, it was a good show. I'm not going to sit here and complain. It's a good show, but if this comes through your town, definitely get tickets. Tickets really aren't that expensive, and it's a great show. I had a whole lot of fun, and it definitely met, if not exceeded, my expectations. So, looking forward to seeing these bands when they come back through my town. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.